I think they just broke the glass and the doors up top too. 4 young ladies here in Class 3A. Katie Hempen from Highland, Jessie Van Dorin from Hampshire, Nora Masterson from Nazareth Academy, and Whitney Rohrbach from Metamora will shoot it out here. So those are our 4 shooters. They all made 9 in round 1 last night. 6 girls in round 1 made 9 of 15, including my lovely cousin, Sarah Murray from Peoria Richwoods High School. And I promised I wouldn't say how many she made out of 10. Needless to say, my lovely cousin did not advance. Doggone it. But we have 4 ladies here who have earned their way to state. It all started at regionals way back when, and here they are today, the final 4, as it were, in Class 3A. Now, we had 2 winners last weekend. In 1A, Kelsey Harridge of Brimfield High School, and in 2A, Allie Norton of the state champion Bloomington Central Catholic Lady Saints. They will both be back here for the Queen of the Hill tomorrow afternoon at this very time between the first and second games. We will have the Queen of the Hill. 1 young lady in 3A will join them. And up first is Katie Hempen, a 5'8" junior from Highland High School. The Bulldogs, Matt Elledge is her coach. She averaged 15 points per game. We mentioned she made 9 out of 15 last night, then made 3, and then had to go to another round out of 10 where she made 8 out of 10. That is phenomenal. She's made 2 of her first 4 and 2 of her first 5. All conference this season for Katie Hempen. Honorable mention all state. All tournament at the Salem tournament. She was first team there, and she advanced to the regional championship of the 3-point shootout last year, and she is up to 5 out of her first 10, I believe. Or is it 4? She does have 5. They just changed the score for her. She also runs track and qualified for state in the 4x800 last year. Katie Hempen of Highland with 5 out of 15, and doesn't look all that pleased as she walks off the floor with her pink shoelaces. So we'll see how that holds up here this afternoon. Katie Hempen from Highland, congratulations to her for making it to this point. Jessie Van Dorin will be our next shooter from Hampshire, the Whippers, coached by Sue Ellett. They were second here at state in Class A in 2004. Jessie was just a 10-year-old young lady then, and she remembers coming to those games here at Redbird Arena. 5'3" junior, made 9 of 15 and then 4 of 10 in the shootout last night. And she makes 3 of her first 5. A strong start for Jessie Van Dorin. 46% of her threes this year, 83 makes on the season, and she is shooting it strong and has a very loud contingent right up here in the front row from Hampshire. 7 out of the first 10 for Jessie Van Dorin. She was a 2A state finalist as a freshman in the 3-point showdown, brought to us by Country Financial. 8 of 15, pretty strong showing for Jessie Van Dorin.
Next up from Nazareth Academy, Nora Masterson.
So Jessie Van Dorin is the leader in the clubhouse with 8. Up next, she tells me she's 100% Irish. Nora Masterson, Nazareth Academy Roadrunners, coached by Charlie Rolfe. Nora is a 5'3" senior. 5'3" senior. She made 9 in round 1 last night out of 15, and then made 6 out of 10 to advance in today's action. A little tough start there, but gets the shooter's roll for her first one. She's headed either to the University of Iowa or to St. Ambrose University in Davenport, Iowa. Spent a year there myself. She's a defensive player in soccer. Her sister Tricia is a sophomore, was also on the Roadrunners this year. She's made 5 of her first 10. Nice recovery to make 4 out of 5 in that second rack. And Nora's mother actually played a year of college ball here on this very floor at Illinois State University. And tough final rack for Nora Masterson. She made 4 of 5 in that second rack, but could only manage 1 in the first and the last rack. So Jessie Van Dorin of Hampshire is still our leader. A raucous crowd from Metamora. They're not that far from here, just a little bit outside Peoria, so a little over 40 miles probably for the Lady Redbirds to travel here. Whitney Rohrbach is a 5'11" senior. She averaged about 9.5 points per game. 9.5 points per game for the Lady Redbirds, who finished 19-12, lost by 1 to Peoria Richwoods, who then lost to Hillcrest, the Super Sectional. The left-hander having a rough start here. Gets 1 out of the first 5. Whitney made 9 last night, 6 in the shootout. Now she's starting to warm it up. Something about that top of the key that's working well for the girls. That's 4 out of 10 for Whitney. Second team all-conference in the Middle Illini Conference. She's going to play next year at Kirkwood. She's got 6 and 7, but that will only be good enough for second place, as you might be able to hear the Hampshire fans cheering on Jessie Van Dorin. So congratulations to Jessie Van Dorin. Congratulations to all 4 ladies and to all the ladies who shot here last night as well. Quite an honor to make it all the way to state. And here she comes now. We'll just go ahead and talk to her now. What the heck? All right, Jessie Van Dorin, congratulations. Tell me about how that went. You got pretty hot on that second rack, didn't you?
Yeah, I don't know, I was just nervous, and I didn't let it affect me. I don't know.
It's a little different shooting out here last night as opposed to today.
Yeah, it's a lot more nerve-wracking, kind of. But there's a better chance of, like, winning it, so.
Did you ever think, as a 10-year-old little girl coming to watch the Whippers at state, that you'd ever be on this floor?
No, not really, no. No.
All right, well, congratulations to you. We'll see you for the Queen of the Hill. All right?
Okay, thank you.
And that is Candy Hanslick of St. Charles from Country Financial. She's the representative there. Candy, thank you to Country Financial. Tell us about Country Financial's involvement, why this is important to you.
Well, we've been supporting IHSA for about 30 years now, and we're proud to support the athletes.